What is up, YouTube? NES Addict here, and it is freaking snowing outside. Today, we're going to talk about NES games I've beat. All that and more, next. Alright guys, so a couple days ago I started thinking about all the Nintendo games I've beaten. And I've actually beaten a lot in the last 4 years. I've never beaten any as a kid, so as an adult, this is actually what got me wanting to play the Nintendo all over again, because I had never beaten Batman, and that just loomed over my head. And since then, I have put away some other great titles, and I just figured I would share them with you. So I think for the most part this is in alphabetical order. Some stuff may have got switched around. I'm not going to say too much about each game. I think you guys probably know most of them, but I just want to show you the ones I have beat. So recently I just beat the Stein X. It took me about one night to beat that. As you guys know from my previous statement, I have beaten Batman, and I just did it on a live stream the other night, which was kind of cool. I don't have it captured, but I did beat Batman Return of the Joker. That one took a little while. Documented last year between January and March, you can see all the progress that I made each month on my journey to beat Battletoads. And this is probably the creme de la creme of all the games I've beaten, the one I can brag about the most. You guys hear this? This is the kind of stuff that happens when I'm filming. Crying kids. Sirens. What are you gonna do? So the next game I beat, and probably the hardest, and if you go back and look at my backlog, you can see the chronicles of me getting further and further in this game from probably about February to March. And it's the game I'm the most proud of beating, and that game is Battletoads. No warps, all the way through, no continues. Battletoads. Hardest game I ever beat. I've also beaten Bucky OHare, and it was a lot of trial and error. If you guys have ever watched NES Complex, you know what I mean. Alright, now for the C's. I beat Castlevania, Simon's Quest, and the most difficult, Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. I've beaten Contra with no continues. A while back I beat Jaws, that's in my backlog also. Contra was also actually. On a live stream the other night, for the first time ever, I beat Kung Fu, that was pretty awesome. I've beaten Mario Brothers, the original. I've beaten Super Mario Brothers 2. But sadly, I have not beat Mario 3. That's on the list for 2018. Out of the Mega Man series, I've only beaten Mega Man 2. I've beaten Metroid. And with all knockouts, I've beaten Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Man, I wish I had that on film. I actually did that the day after I filmed my Beat It episode of it. I've beaten Metal Storm. Well, the first playthrough anyway. I think there's a second playthrough that's supposedly harder. Another series of games I'm super proud of beating all three. Ninja Gaiden 1, Ninja Gaiden 2, and the one without endless continues, Ninja Gaiden 3. This is the second hardest game I've ever beaten. Rounding up the last few games I've beaten Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I've beaten The Legend of Zelda. I've beaten the underrated The Adventure of Link. This one comes out of alphabetical order, but I thought I would add it. I've beaten Rescue Rangers. And finally, the last game I've beaten is Vice Project Doom. So guys, that's all of the NES games I've beaten. So I want to make this a tag video, so DDenny29, what have you beaten? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave in the comments games you guys have beaten. And until next time guys, and as always, take care.